Intimacy is more than just physical. It's about building connection, trust, and understanding. Unlocking the hidden language of touch can bring you closer than ever to the woman in your life. This guide dives into the psychology behind intimacy and reveals key places she desires your touch, each holding the power to spark passion, deepen emotional bonds, and create unforgettable moments together. Ready to enhance your connection and understand her needs like never before? Let's explore these surprising insights into female psychology. Truly understanding what a woman desires in intimacy is not as complicated as it seems, but it's much deeper than most men think. Imagine a woman's body like an ancient map full of secrets. There are common routes, the ones everyone knows and follows, but there are also hidden paths, unexplored places that, when discovered, open the door to a much deeper and more personal pleasure. It's like finding a hidden treasure, and that treasure doesn't just transform you, it deepens the connection you share with her. Because true pleasure isn't just in the obvious moves, but in how you make her feel when you discover those little details. We're going to talk about the areas women really want you to explore, but rarely mention. And I promise, once you put this into practice, you'll see a transformation. It's not about doing it out of habit, but doing it with intention, with care, with subtlety, and most of all, with knowledge. Welcome to Stoic Pathway. If it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications because, trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's start with something surprising. The power that unleashes connection and desire. Here's a truth that might shock you. Eye contact, done right, can be just as electrifying as any touch. Have you ever felt like a simple glance could melt any barrier? That's one of the most powerful tools to ignite deep desire in her. And if you know how to use it well, everything else will be much easier. The trick lies in the intensity and the timing. It's not about staring at her constantly. That would be a little weird. But using those looks at key moments when words are unnecessary and only body language matters. Imagine eye contact as an electric current flowing between the two of you, creating a spark that can ignite the moment. In those few seconds when your eyes meet hers, what you're communicating is far stronger than anything words could say. But here's the interesting part. It's not just about what you see, but how you look at her. Try maintaining eye contact during those moments when silence becomes more intense when your bodies are closer. It's a moment where both of you might feel more vulnerable, but it's precisely in that vulnerability where true connection is born. In those instances, a look can convey everything you both feel without a single word. And you know what's even better? Eye contact doesn't just generate desire, it's also a signal of trust. When she looks at you and realizes that you're fully present, that you're truly seeing her, everything changes. It's like opening a door to a deeper intimacy, one that goes far beyond the physical. Science backs this up. Studies have shown that looking directly into someone's eyes can increase the release of oxytocin, the so-called love hormone, which strengthens the emotional bond between you. So next time you're in an intimate moment, don't look away. Look at her with the intention of telling her, without words, that you're there for her, that her pleasure matters just as much as yours. That simple gesture can completely transform the experience, taking it to a level where trust and desire blend to create an unforgettable connection. But let's go deeper. The magic of touch isn't just about the obvious places. If you think it all comes down to the most well-known spots, you're missing a huge part of the game. There are places on a woman's body that, when touched with intent, can provoke a more intense reaction than anything else. This is where the magic of those not-so-obvious areas comes in. And once you discover them, you'll notice how her body starts to respond in a completely different way. Picture this: a simple graze on the small of her back, a gentle stroke on the nape of her neck, or even light pressure on the inside of her wrists. Surprised? Well, yes, these are strategic points that, when touched subtly but firmly, can ignite deep desire. It's not just about touching for the sake of it, but about turning every touch into a message, as if each movement is a word she can feel. The area behind her knees, her neck, her shoulders, even her earlobes, places with special sensitivity. Touching those points while maintaining rhythm and closeness creates an explosive combination. If you want her to feel something different, experiment with pressure and softness. Sometimes a light touch can be just as powerful as any direct gesture. Here's the trick. When you touch these seemingly harmless spots, What you're really doing is awakening her entire body. The nerve endings in these areas are connected to her pleasure system, which means if you do it right, you'll be triggering a chain reaction. And it's not just about the physical sensation. You're also showing her that you care about exploring and discovering what truly makes her feel special. Let's go deeper. Because true intimacy isn't just about touch, it's about energy, presence, and understanding her in ways most men never even think about. The power of touch. Beyond the obvious touch is one of the most primal ways we connect, but it's not just about where you touch, it's about how you do it. Light, barely there touches create sparks of electricity, while slow, deliberate caresses build a deeper kind of connection. Have you ever traced a fingertip along her collarbone, letting it linger just enough to send shivers down her spine? Or whispered your breath along the back of her neck before even laying a finger on her? The right kind of touch speaks in a language beyond words, a language of anticipation and unspoken desire. And here's something most don't realize: her hands. Yes, her hands. Take them gently. Stroke her palm with your thumb. Interlock your fingers in a slow, deliberate motion. The hands are full of nerve endings, making them an often overlooked but powerful gateway to deeper intimacy. The music of your voice. But touch alone is not enough. Words shape reality. They create the atmosphere where intimacy thrives, the tone, the pacing, the confidence behind them. These are what make words powerful. Most men throw compliments like coins in a fountain, hoping they'll land the right way. But the masters of intimacy know how to use words with precision. They know that a simple, "I love the way you look at me when you're lost in thought," is far more powerful than a generic, "You're so beautiful." Why? Because it's specific. It shows that you see her, not just her looks, but her. And then there's the art of the whisper. A voice lowered, speaking slowly, drawing her in. When you lean in close and say, "I've been thinking about you all day," in a way that feels real, not rehearsed, her mind starts filling in the blanks. The imagination is the most potent tool in intimacy. The power of anticipation. Anticipation is desire's greatest amplifier. In a world of instant gratification, the man who understands how to build anticipation holds the key to something truly unforgettable. Imagine this. You're close, but not touching. Your hand hovers near her skin, just barely brushing, making her crave the next moment. You pause, you let the tension build, you don't rush. Because real intimacy isn't about speed, it's about presence. This extends beyond the physical. Texts throughout the day, not to bombard her, but to plant seeds of thought. A simple, "I can't wait to see you tonight," or "There's something about the way you smiled this morning that's been on my mind all day." Short, director, loaded with intent. Let her imagination do the work. Desire grows in the spaces between moments, in the pauses, in the unsaid words, in the glances that linger just a second too long. Mental stimulation, the deepest seduction. Want to know the real secret? The mind is the ultimate erogenous zone. If you can engage her mind, you can create attraction that transcends the physical. Challenge her, make her laugh. Ask deep questions that make her think, that make her feel seen. Most men stay on the surface. Be the one who dives deep. When you show her that you can navigate the depths of her mind, you become unforgettable. Trust and vulnerability, the unbreakable bond. True intimacy isn't just about seduction, it's about safety. The most powerful connections are built on trust, on the freedom to be fully seen, without masks, without pretenses. When you create a space where she feels safe to be herself, where she can be both strong and soft, playful and serious, wild and tender, that's when she truly opens up. And when she does, it's not just a moment, it's a bond that goes beyond anything physical. The final key, presence. Nothing matters if you're not present. If your mind is elsewhere, if your energy is distracted, she'll feel it. Intimacy isn't about techniques or strategies. It's about being fully there, in the moment, with her. When you do that, when you truly see her, everything changes. This is just the beginning. There's still so much more to uncover, so many deeper layers of connection waiting to be explored. If you're ready to transform the way you understand intimacy, to go beyond the ordinary into something truly profound, stay with me. Subscribe to Stoic Pathways because the journey is only getting started. And trust me, what's coming next will change everything.